Set in the autumn of 1984, almost a year after Will Byers' rescue, Hawkins appears to have settled back into normality, but the trauma of the Upside Down lingers beneath the surface. Will struggles with episodes he calls Now Memories, in which he is transported into a decaying version of Hawkins consumed by ash and lightning. There, he sees a colossal, spider-like entity towering over the town. At first, his friends Mike, Dustin, and Lucas think the episodes are psychological after-effects of his time in the Upside Down. Joyce takes Will to Hawkins' lab, now run by Dr. Owens, who reassures her that Will's symptoms resemble PTSD. However, it soon becomes clear the visions are not merely trauma. During one episode, the creature notices Will and forces a fragment of itself into him, effectively possessing him and using him as a conduit into the human world. The boys eventually name the creature the Mind Flayer, inspired by their Dungeons and Dragons campaign. They realize it operates like a hive mind, controlling the tunnel network spreading beneath Hawkins. Meanwhile, 11 survived her confrontation with the Demogorgon, but has been secretly living in Hopper's cabin in the woods. Hopper, fiercely protective, enforces strict rules to keep her hidden from the authorities. Their relationship mirrors that of a strained father and teenage daughter, loving but volatile. Feeling isolated and hurt by Mike's continued attempts to contact her on his radio, 11 discovers a box containing files about her mother. She learns that her birth name is Jane Ives and that her mother, Terry Ives, was subjected to experimentation at Hawkins' lab. 11 tracks down her mother, discovering she is alive, but mentally shattered after being subjected to electroshock treatment. Through her powers, 11 uncovers memories revealing another gifted child, Callie, 08, her sister. Traveling to Chicago, 11 reunites with Kai, who has the ability to create vivid illusions. Callie leads a gang targeting former lab employees responsible for their suffering. For a time, 11 embraces this path of vengeance, but when she sees innocent lives endangered, she realizes she does not belong there. Choosing compassion over revenge, she returns to Hawkins. Strange agricultural blight spreads across Hawkins. Hopper investigates and discovers an enormous system of organic tunnels beneath the town pulsating, vine-like extensions of the Upside Down. The tunnels function as a collective organism linked to the Mind Flayer. Dustin, meanwhile, finds a small slug-like creature in the bin and names it Dart. Believing it to be harmless, he keeps it as a pet. Dart rapidly grows into a reptilian predator, a juvenile Demogorgon, dubbed a Demodog. It escapes and joins a pack inhabiting the tunnels. When the Demodogs attack Hawkins' lab, Bob, Newbie Joyce's kind-hearted boyfriend, heroically guides everyone to safety, but is killed just before he can escape, devastating Joyce and Will. As Will's condition worsens, they realize the Mind Flayer can see through him. When they attempt to burn the tunnels, the creature senses their plan through Will and retaliates. Recognizing this, Mike suggests isolating Will from information so the Mind Flayer cannot anticipate their strategy. Joyce, Hopper, and Mike then subject Will to intense heat to force the entity out of him. The heat weakens the Mind Flayer's grip, allowing Will to reclaim himself, though the greater threat remains. With the lab overrun and the Demodogs attacking, the group executes a final plan. Hopper descends into the tunnels to reach the underground gate to the Upside Down. The vines begin to constrict around him, nearly killing him before 11 arrives and rescues him. In a climactic confrontation, 11 uses the full extent of her powers to seal the interdimensional rift beneath Hawkins' lab. The gate closes, severing the Mind Flayer's control over the Demodogs, which collapse lifelessly. Dr. Owens forges a birth certificate for 11, officially naming her Jane Hopper and legally making her Hopper's daughter. For the first time, 11 can live openly, though still cautiously. The season concludes at the middle school snowball. The boys nervously attend with their dates. Lucas with Max, Dustin heartbroken but comforted by Nancy, and Mike reunited with Eleven, in a tender moment that cements their bond. The ending appears hopeful, friendships restored, danger contained, but the final shot reveals the Mind Flayer looming over the school in the Upside Down, watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.